Good morning, y'all. It is the 28th. Now, I'm going to try to do this little video of the after of the cottage. Now, if I sound a little out of breath, I'm going to tell you that's because I am. And I finally figured out why this happens to me. I've been paying really close attention to make sure it's not something actually with a health problem. What it is this happens after I have had a totally lazy day. I mean lazy day, which I did yesterday. Hazel and I did not leave the house. I didn't get dressed. I didn't take a shower. I read 2 books, answered some comments from y'all. By the way, I have to tell you, you had me cracking up at the dumb things that you have done. They were so funny. But anyway, so don't get, upset and think I'm dying, because I'm not. When you lay in bed all day long and barely eat anything, the next day you're not going to function very well. So, enough about that. You see these curtains, y'all? They are on a tension rod. And the reason that I could use that long tension rod up there is because the walls are flat. Now these curtains or drapes, I call them drapes unless they're thin, and then they're curtains. Now the thing in the middle, of course, is a sheet. But these drapes I've had for a long time. I believe that I might have gotten them even when I still had Tank, but I can't remember for sure. It might have been right after I moved in with Terry. Now, they are not expensive, but I've wagged them around thinking I was going to be able to use them. And I finally am. But here's a little heartbreaking thing to me, y'all. Somebody, could have been me, could have been one of the guys. I think that's blood. I'm not sure. But one thing I am sure of is that that's not going to come out. And if I tried to wash these, since they're such a big weave and they're not expensive, they would probably fall apart. Maybe I'll paint that white. Y'all know I'm obsessed with paint now. So, you've seen this after already. There's my beautiful pocket door. Now, the floor guys forgot to put down the guides, which is no big deal. I'm going to go and get some and put them in myself. It can't be rocket science. Now, oh, and let me tell you, these floor guys did an amazing job. I think one of the hardest things is to miter corners. A lot of times they just don't come out right, and people don't do a good job, but they did an excellent job. Now, I didn't have the painters do the insides of the closet. That saved a little bit of money, but you can see these are yucky. It's not that they're dirty, it's like somebody tried to paint them and they just gave up. So I'll do those whenever I feel like it. Now, y'all remember this little film that I had on my back window here in the bedroom. And eventually I'm going to get this so that I can cut where it fits perfectly, and so that the pattern goes the correct way, which is up and down. But for now, that'll work. I didn't have enough to do that window. It's always stuff that has to be done, but that's okay. I can't tell y'all how happy I am Look at these floors. They're so beautiful, you guys. And anytime I make a choice or a decision on anything that's big, like paint color, flooring, countertops, I am always scared to death that I'm going to make a bad choice. But I must say, y'all, I'm very happy with this. Now, I have to dry my towels before I put them. I knew I couldn't get through this without at least one of those, so that they don't mildew or whatever. Now, I have places to touch up, y'all. You know that my doors are so narrow. Getting things in and out of here is not easy. I know y'all hear Hazel. She's been whining since I got in the shower. So we're just going to ignore her. Now, these are a few of my cute little things, but we'll go over those things later. I want to tell y'all something funny about my cameras. Now, it's really awesome that I have this 4-way split screen. So, Christmas morning, it was really raining here, y'all. So I'm walking down the hall, and now it's a habit for me to look at the cameras, and my door, my slider door right there was wide open. Oh my gosh. But what that did was it allowed me to run out there and close my door. So, one of y'all said to go slow. I'm trying to do that. This is kind of an awkward little space right here, y'all. And one thing I know that I'm going to do with it is I'm going to put together my little metal microwave cart and move my microwave over there. Because there's not a ton of countertop space, I want to maximize it and get the microwave off the countertop. Now, a couple of y'all have noticed my beautiful little shelves, and I can rotate my pretty things up here, which I will do because I love to change stuff up. Okay, let me see. Oh, the contractor, Mr. Mastercraft, they did an amazing job. Came in and he looked at the kitchen layout, and I told him that I wanted cabinets up there over the sink, cabinet right there, and then open shelving on this side. And he said, Deborah, I think you really need to switch this out, put the cabinets over here, and have a couple of open shelves over here. Well, man, was that smart. Remember, I said I didn't have a lot of stuff. Well, hello. I had a whole lot more than I thought. Yep. So, thank you, Joe. I love that little shelf right there. And it wouldn't be a good idea to keep spices there if you cooked all the time and they were going to get, you know, a lot of moisture. Now, sweetie, you told me to check my oven temperature, and I did. And boy, was it off. And thank goodness you told me that. Now, I'm going to have, what do you call that? Calibrated? I don't know. But you can see, you guys, it's just, isn't it amazing from what it started out being? I mean, it's incredible. It just really doesn't even look like the same place. I was so happy to get my little table and chairs back in here. You can see I have some of my window film back up. I love this stuff. Just love it. Now, Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now, I don't have this window film on yet. Ooh, my hands are shaky. I need to eat. Now, my Christmas stuff is all gone, all put away. And it took me all of 5 minutes because I didn't have that much. So, if we look from back here, you'll see it's pretty plain. It's pretty. Hi, Missy. We're going to go out in just a little bit, okay? Have some patience. It's pretty stark. So, I'm going to, of course, do what I like to do, and that's bring out everything pretty that I have, and then I'll decide where it's going to go. Now, I've got some little gifts that I've received that I want to show y'all in another video. But since this one is sticking out right here, I'm going to show it to you. Now, my sweet neighbors, Leo and Maria, came over the other day and brought me this. It's supposed to be a blanket, but it's so pretty, I wanted to use it as a throw. They are the best neighbors. And the other day, my neighbor on the other side, Stephanie, brought me some Cinnabon monkey bread muffins that she made. Oh my word, y'all, they were so amazing. So, I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope it turns out to be a really good video that helps y'all to see the way it is now. And I think I'll connect the two videos. I think the one entitled, I Have the Keys to the Cottage. And that way it'll be easy for y'all to see them together. And you will be blown away. If you guys have not seen the before, you won't believe it. Now this little rug, I surely wish I could find another one just like it, only bigger. It might come up somewhere. So, y'all, I'm not going to cry, but I am going to tell y'all that I know how abundantly blessed that I am, and how fortunate I am that my friends Jeff and Sandy reached out to me, and this is the result. Now, y'all have asked me to do a video on how the cottage came about, and I've said I'm going to do it. I said I'm going to do it. I'm finally going to do it, y'all. I really kind of wanted to wait until everything is done. Now, Gary and Lizzie are coming to finish up my electrical. I have a beautiful light fixture for right there. So, y'all, I wish everybody could have amazing friends like I do. And I'm so thankful for all of y'all. Every single one of you that are here in this little community. I appreciate you. And I hope this turns out good so y'all can see how amazing it truly is. You ready to go, Hazel? Now, before, when she could hear me, she would have been twirling and twirling and twirling. But she can't hear me. She doesn't know what I'm saying. But she's okay. She's doing good. So, y'all, I will talk to you later. Be sure to do something fun today. Bye now.